There are days when you wake up to the sound of rain and a heavy feeling in your heart. You've tried, sacrificed, waited, yet nothing seems to change. Everything around you fades into a thick fog that hides the road ahead. You can't see the future, can't see the path, only a vast, uncertain mist of doubt. But sometimes, in those very days, light begins to appear, not from the sky, but from within. And this is the story of a man who found that light. Ethan, a woodcarver, who lived in a small fog-covered valley town. Ethan was not rich, not famous. He lived alone in a small wooden house with a workshop behind it, filled with the scent of pine and the rhythm of carving tools. Each morning before the fog lifted, he woke up, lit the fire, brewed a cup of tea, and began to work. People often saw him sitting by the workbench, calloused hands moving slowly, a soft golden light touching his thoughtful face. Every stroke, every cut, done carefully, patiently, as if each piece of wood held a hidden story. But no one paid attention to him. Those who passed by would whisper, "He's strange, spending his whole life carving things no one buys." Ethan heard it all. He just smiled, lowered his head, and kept carving. Not because he didn't feel hurt, but because he knew stopping meant losing the best part of himself. For 17 years, Ethan worked without rest. He lived simply, cold rice, old bread, but never missed a single day of carving. His hands grew rough, his eyes dimmed, yet the light in them never faded. He had one piece he called his unfinished dream, a sculpture of two hands lifting a lantern. That lantern was never finished. Every time he looked at it, he smiled softly and said, "Not yet."
He didn't know when the time would come. He only knew that each stroke made the light inside him shine a little brighter. Many nights, as rain fell gently on the roof, Ethan sat by the small fire, staring into the flames. He would ask himself, "Am I still on the right path?" And though no words answered, peace always returned to his heart, so he carved again. One gray afternoon, as rain poured down and mud filled the road, a young woman entered his shop. She was soaked, trembling, clutching a small bag. "I'm looking for a gift for my father," she said softly. "He doesn't have much time left." Ethan looked up. Her eyes stopped on the sculpture, the hands, and the lantern. She stepped closer, touched the rough surface, and asked, "How long did this take you?" Ethan answered quietly, 17 years. She was silent for a long moment, then nodded gently. The next day, she returned and bought it. Ethan wrapped it carefully in an old cloth and placed it in her hands, as if giving away a part of his soul. Weeks later, a letter arrived. It read, "My father held the sculpture before he passed away. He said the lantern made him feel at peace. Thank you for creating that light." Ethan sat still for a long time. Outside, the fog still hung heavy, yet somehow light seeped through the cracks. For the first time in years, he smiled, a deep, warm smile. Not long after, a local paper wrote about the story. People began visiting the small workshop on the hillside. They called him the man who carved light. But when someone asked for his secret, Ethan only said, I am no better than anyone. I just never stopped. One day, someone asked him, "Weren't you afraid? Working for years when no one noticed?" Ethan smiled and replied, "Yes, but if I had stopped, the fog would never clear. Only by continuing to walk can you find the light." You see, the world isn't always fair. It doesn't praise you when you're right. It doesn't cheer for you while you're trying. But that doesn't mean you're lost. Every quiet effort is a seed. Every day you keep going, you move closer to the moment when light breaks through the fog. Perseverance isn't about running faster than others. It's about continuing to walk even when you can't see the road. And one day, when the fog lifts, the light will find you, and the world will finally see what you've been quietly building all along.